Oh yes. Good evening, ladies and gents. Okay, welcome to it. It is the Slyso TV podcast. We are on season 2 and episode 13. It is a special broadcast, as you'll remember that we would have been seeing each other next week, Monday, but we thought we would dedicate an episode to the 10th edition of the Eastern Cape Film Festival, and also share news, especially for people who are into film in the Eastern Cape or looking to invest in film in the Eastern Cape. Ours was to speak, to speak to the Eastern Cape Development Corporation. They're speaking to the senior manager, or Ms. Vuyokazi Gwabeni. But as we are coming to broadcast, we learn that she will not be able to join us. She has a dinner. So here we are. We just going to have the conversation with the founder of the Eastern Cape Film Festival, Nceba, in the building. What's up, my bro?
Shap Buti, right in Domdal.
Hey, Mdala, I'm good. I'm not complaining. Geez, it's a Monday. You know, Mzimba. Hey, I'm going to be boxing, bro. Been doing boxing ring.
Monday blues. Monday blues.
Bro, Monday blues. Whoever came up with that one was on point. Otherwise, from your end, how are you doing?
Siyacenga man. Njengomusitsho nje nawe umuntu umsebenzi omninzi. Days insuku ziyaphela. Otherwise things are coming along nicely. Just hectic. I can't wait to say 35 days from now when the festival is done and finished.
Where everything is behind you.
Yeah, I can relax and tell abantwana. I can have holiday time with the kids. Relax a bit more.
No, unfortunately not. I can imagine. This is the 10th edition of the festival. It's happening on the 1st and the 2nd of December, right?
It's from the 1st until the 6th of December.
1st until the 6th. Yeah. Yeah. That's quite big. That's quite bold.
Yeah.
That number of days. And look, it's the 10th edition. Obviously, it's going to be different from the previous ones. Anything like just 3 things that you can think of from the top of your head that are going to be different with this one.
Okay. First and foremost, the festivals will be held from 1 to 6 December, East London Film Hub, some called Cortex Hub. But what is going to be different this year is because it's a Monte, which is Buffalo City. As we later, people from other places will be able to, because we're going to have satellite screenings. So at the Naha Love Life Center, for example, there's going to be a satellite there where people can actually go and attend the film festival. Because now we live online. So we'll be doing the same thing, streaming it and putting it live out there. And then people can just go, because otherwise, not everyone can get to a Monte. Usemakhanda, useBettersdorp, because now it ends up being only very few people can get all those opportunities. So now by us putting it out as many places as possible, we are saying as many people as possible can actually partake, because going to the second one of this year, we got lots of people. We've got world premieres on films. We've got South African premieres with films. We've got that's just the film concept on the side. The content we have is amazing, because we've got people from all over the place. There's Lesotho, there is Uganda, there's Ghana, there's Tanzania. So it's like really multi-part of Africa this time around. Third one.
Okay, so you basically you have people that are coming from these countries.
Yeah, so people, for example, I'm talking to someone called Simone from the UK TV Collective. She's confirmed by Uyeza, and then she's got a huge movement because of UK Rakan. And then you've got people like from Lesotho, guys from Uganda who have confirmed that Nyaganjani. Like some of those people, like who Simone says to me, I said, Simone, we are still a developmental film festival, right? So we don't really have all this money. But because there's no money to be able to bring it down. You know what, guys? I want to be there. I want to experience the thing. I've heard so much about it. I want to come to South Africa, so I will pay for my own flights, and all you guys do is pay for my accommodation. You don't even have to pay me for that. So I'm looking at the impact of people saying that is like, wow, wow, that's big.
So we've got somebody that's coming from the United Kingdom,
among others, yes.
Who's deciding that they're just going to do it on their own because they want to experience this?
Other thing is because I met her, Simone, I was doing easy this year in June. And I met her there because that's why you go to film festivals. It's about the networking. So now I met her there. We've been engaging. Last week, she saw my status when I was doing a countdown. She's like, "Hey, where's my invite?" Then I sat down and I gave her a call. Fortunately, I was going to the post office. So I stood in the car for like 20 minutes and 10 and 9. And explaining, because she really wants to be part of this. She wants to come and network. She wants to kind of meet other filmmakers so that we can talk about collaborations. So now it means people from Eastern Cape be able to get a partner. Always going to be told how to do it, but it's opening up a gap for collaborations with all these people. There's UK, there's Uganda, there's Ghana, because one thing we don't seem to understand as Africans, we need to work more towards Sebenzani. If, for example, there's a National Film and Video Foundation up in South Africa, which funds film. Now, if you go and partner with someone like Tanzania, which has also got a trade treaty with South Africa, which means there wasn't NFF and like 200,000, and you go to Tanzania and you get 200,000, that's 400,000. Now, if you go to Lesotho, where because it's the only countries which have got very, very, very nice tariffs and deals, but will give you funding and will give you rebates. So this is part of the things that should be talking about.
Wow. Wow, this is very, very interesting. And obviously, in terms of topics, I know that you guys usually take it from, I don't know, from idea, concept, script development, production. Any different this year, or and also any particular people that probably like a doyen or a legend that will be there that people can look forward to?
For example, since we say we are a developmental film festival, one of the challenges we know that people in the Eastern Cape face is the lack of being able to get funding. Because to get funding, you need to have a script, which is 100%. I know how to write a script, because people say that I know how to write a script, and you read it, it's like, it's not a script. It's ideas, there's no structure, there's no format. So one thing we're very specific on is having script writing master classes, workshops. So every day we'll have a script writer's corner where basically we just deal with that. On one day we'll be talking about, for example, Ubusisi Wentindili. If you know, she's one of the top script writers in this country. I forgot I forgot the name. On Sundays, it's replaced to, I think, Ushaka Elembe, her series. Okay. That's the latest one. That's who she comes from. She's got massive experience. She used to do it dingo. So she's one of the, when it comes to that. So we already have script writing. And then we've got a script writing for documentary, basically. We've got a guy called Kat Odison. He was a Cape Town, but sometimes been here and in the US. Now he's coming through because he's also going to be, if he will premiere with one of his films, he's going to be Babu Film Festival. And then he'll also do like classes, master classes, workshops, because people have said to me, I'm going to buy Lapo for one day. I'm going to be there for all 5-6 days. Please, how else can I maximize? Because it's about development. Yes. Same other thing. Last week, I got someone reached out to me. We're going to have, because one thing we don't seem to understand about film is PR in film. How do you sell your film? Because a lot of people, when you make a movie, where is it going eventually? So you start there. A lot of people here do scripts and do movies, and after, where can I take this movie? Can I take it? For example, SABC works on like 24 minutes for a short film. I mean, for 30 minutes, it's 24 minutes. The other 6 minutes are adverts. Now we have SABC. I've got this 30-minute film. They'll say, cool, but it's guys a lot. There's no space for it. You understand? There's no space for it. And these are things that you're trying to teach people, because start there before you get right. Of course, you want people to create. That's the only way you become better. It's like football players. You have to play for 10,000 hours to become a proper professional. So like what you need to keep working on it, like work on it until you get to a point where you can say, as done, I think the Bambi.
Now, age group or age limit in terms of people that can take part? Ninayo?
No, we don't. We don't have a limit, because at the day, part of what we're doing is audience development. So where it starts literally as the week leading up to the film festival. This is our base part. We're going to schools outreach, because that's where it starts. Because by getting someone while they're still in high school, you get them to decide if they want to go into the industry or not. Because now at least what you can do is people get by money. What is, because people like in a film, there's so many departments: script writing, unit, locations, makeup, wardrobe. Because people normally think film is just an actor and a director, not knowing there's a big supporting cast. So you can become, you know what, I'm going to do special effects. That's all I'm going to focus on. And there's a market for you. That's why makeup, there's a market for you. And,
I think I like and appreciate that, and I think I've interacted with a couple of people, as well as online podcasts as well, where people umntu athi ndiqale ndiyigafa, ndiqale you know, ndisenza umsebenzi insignificant, ndandingayazi into yobana ndingayifundela into ethile, you know, with this. And I think with many institutions nazo now are opening up to actually have programs, you know, that look into that. Are there any partnerships maybe with such institutions
at the moment? I normally work with
that offer training?
Yeah, for training, but there's no official proper thing. But I always work with the roads, Wusu, media workshop, because that is my target market. If I'm saying I'm doing a film festival, I need to get those guys to be able to, maybe they've got content, they can come and learn. So I was close the industry younger, because we need that. Because one of the biggest challenges, especially in the Eastern Cape, is Mali. Like we've got after. We've got the media workshop. There's not many, because even when you go to roads or you go to NMMU, you don't really get film. It's media journalism, but now you learn how to shoot a camera. Basically, I've had people where these institutions, the cameras work together. There's what called a base plate, which is what holds the camera together. I remember the telling, please take off this base plate. They asked to coin 5 rands, we vule, we coupe. So a lot of that. This is why we want to for the festivals, because you can give them actual, practical, hands-on experience, not in a book.
Also, they're basically gonna be working with these people. If you're talking camera, there will be a camera person that explains everything to them.
Exactly. So we're going to be covering the whole, like we have producing, director, editing, is all that, because you have like film. Doesn't matter how much money you have, you can't work on your own. You need to have a team around you. And one of the best ways to do this is to say, for you to be a award-winning filmmaker, you need to have an award-winning team around you. Give you two or three examples. Look at Quentin Tarantino. You know he cast Gwabeni.
For sure.
Up in South Africa, Jamel, you know who his cast is, because these people make your life easier. They know you. They understand. Because once you understand
your style of shooting, what you yeah.
So do you like this light? Like, let's say art director. Now you're busy trying to shoot this shot as a director. You know, the actor is looking at that. Someone comes and say, should I give him the red top or the blue one? I'm like, I go. Like if we work together long enough, you know what I like, what I feel. Because now you have emotion, it takes out of your zone, because now you zoned out. Next thing is that it's like the cast members, before they act, you should not disturb them. Let them be in their space, because they get lost, caught up there and become that, and then they can do a good job. Find something actor, action, they're good, but like most actors, they have to go into character. And character, sometimes it takes them a while to get out of character.
To get
2 or 3
into
months
it.
after. Because now they have to undo and redo everything they've learned. For example, Ray, the movie Ray with Jamie Foxx. If you notice
Yeah.
that movie next time, see how it, because it's once you learn and you basically attach with things, yes, a little boom back. Jamie Foxx, because once you're blind, instead of theater, automatically your ear goes like this. Like
Yeah.
that's how it works. So Jamie Foxx, what next time you watch that movie, sorry, small things that make you the top or not.
Wow, that's that's very interesting. And nyani ke xa usebenza une-team yakho oyaziyo, it makes your job way easier. And uzawuchukumisa ngoku ne-actor ba umuntu aphume nakwi-character okanye ifuneka aphinda ayojonga i-script or like whatever. So that makes that makes a lot of sense. I think kubantu ababukeleyo, guys, like if you are watching right now and you also have a couple of questions that you would like to ask Nceba, please make sure that there is a comment section both on YouTube and on Facebook. So ungadropa the message yako, okay, corner. So make sure that you do whatever question you have around the Eastern Cape Film Festival, which is happening between the 1st and the 6th of December. Okay, it's going to be in East London Film Hub. Do they know where it is? Yeah.
One of the reasons we took the Film Hub, because it's central. If you're Yazimonti, Oxford Road, at the end of Oxford Road.
Okay.
So it's Oxford Road at the end, because it's somewhere central. Nazi taxi, Nazi rangi, young dulap. So if you call him Tanzania, I'll go to go this is one time. And
so yeah,
the Film Hub come on board as a partner, but it's critically ECDC has also come on board as partner for the 10th festival to come and support of ones that have already been committed. While obviously we are still trying to raise more capital so that to make it bigger and bigger and better, basically.
Wow. Okay. And I mean, there are also these people that are coming from all of these countries. And I think what's encouraging, I think for you guys as well as, the film festival organizers, yes, you might be struggling in trying to secure enough funding, for this, but to see interest from people that come from UK, people abasuka nakuma, Cape Town, Tanzania, abanye babo who've interacted or worked in the US, must be exciting. I mean, is there any way abantu mhlawumbi ababhalisa ngayo khona apho funeke baye khona, ukuze umuntu akwazi to be part of it? Because I'm sure space is limited.
Yeah, you read my mind. Because first and foremost, I like to say to people, guys, it's because we are development unapologetically developmental initiative. Asikwazi ucharge abantu, so it's always free. But like you say, space is limited. So all the people have to do is to send an email to info@ Eastern Cape Film Festival, info@ecfilmfestival.co.za. Hi, Slyso. I would like to reserve my space. This is Hudim Nobani. Simple as that, done. So that by the time it can go over, because otherwise the program now by next week, says we're just tweaking the program right now, because obviously changing. Like last week, I thought I had more people, less people, but now there's more people going to come on board. So I might say, let me just give them one session and give someone else another session. But by end of the week, and fortunately we call like Instagram, Eastern_Cape_Film_Festival. Facebook, Eastern Cape Film Festival, because that's where people reach out. Instagram or Facebook, just for any other conversation that we're saying before we close at the time. Hey, when's I'm doing how do I do this? They can basically up on those.
Okay. Yeah. Skills that I mean, like obviously you've interacted with people that come from these outside countries. Are there specific skills from each of the individuals that you can think of that they are probably going to be paying attention to?
Which are the guys who are coming in?
The guys that are coming in, yes, from other countries. It's like you have the best director from Tanzania, so and so, and do we know their work or something?
Okay, let's just get fortunately because let's just when the program comes out, this will break it down exactly that because everyone is coming with everyone has got a different skill. One is a director, one does documentaries, one does the music videos, one does the adverts, then there's a script writer, then there's someone who talk about camera, then there's post-production editing. So all those skills will be covered basically, as many as possible. This is why CNs are over 6 days so that we can maximize. And of course, besides just that, there's stakeholders that you normally invite. People like our Film Publications Board, National Film and Video Foundation to come and explain how basically do you access funding, how the system goes, because Eastern Cape might not know. It's hard for you to take some of your house team to go to the NFF offices. But now when NFF comes to you, that's much better this time around. Then you can ask all those questions that you want to ask basically. So there's also stakeholders. It's a lot. Uning.
Yeah, so into into yobana nabangakwazi ukuza obviously as in previous years bazawukwazi into yokubana babe party yayo visually
Yes.
through the internet.
And both ways, because there are those this is why we say we're doing satellite screenings this year. Second, kukhona umuntu like Desmond, for example. So I forgot to mention him. Now he's a top director from Ireland.
Okay.
So I don't see him being able to come here, especially at that time of the year, because Pagulo, it's season level 7. But he's going to be able to do it live, like online, so he can come in and do his things while he's online. He doesn't have to come physical. So it's those who can't attendees who can't get there, they can find the link and watch it like we do now online. Or no, me to me now I'm basically because if it's not big screen most in the venue, so it's being projected onto that. So fortunately now, because you've got sound, which now when someone's got a question, you just raise your hand. Hi, Des. Hi, Slyso here. I'd like to ask, when I'm interested in directing, how do you do? Thank you. There's a pendulum. So this thing of digital toilet has helped us a lot. We've cut a lot of time and waste from our side.
Super interesting for me is when we talking film, but now we'll mention in Dogbana because I can imagine young people, people don't use the same big budgets and expensive equipment to shoot videos. We've seen people being so creative, they would shoot an ad with a phone and toy cars and all of that, and it's believable. So it's not really looking at you who wants to shoot a film or who wants to shoot a documentary. Now when I'm dufuna shoot a music video, you want to learn how to do it as well as adverts. So those people are going to be there, just confirming.
And in one of those directors, Musia Sityana, is called himself Director S. He does a lot of work overseas. It goes based in Cape Town. So when it's Cape Town season, he does a lot of work. He's directing or assistant director. He's also a script writer. So we'll come to Banjal. And one thing I keep saying, you asked me earlier on about target market. One thing I keep saying to filmmakers and musicians, you need each other. Especially if you're a musician, you need to have a filmmaker around you everywhere you go. Corner interviews, put the camera. You're following him, you're following rehearsals, you're following live performances. You are what? You are creating content. Content. I keep saying to musicians, now a writer I should say, I've got my manager, I've got my bassist, I've got my keyboard, I've got my 2 backing vocalists, and I've got my camera guy. It should be part of a writer. If you are serious about that, because and the beautiful thing, if we're still young, what is my 7 son, I come mind and understand about my 7 son, it will take us somewhere. Now you don't have to go and pay that person initially, but it wasn't cool long, and then as soon as money starts coming in, the same thing, like we pay everyone else, same way that's money for you. That's my bass player, that's my backing vocalist. Then you've got content for days, basically. Which the beautiful thing is now, this right, you can take this and make them into. You can make a music video about basically, you understand, without having to shoot it. By following it, you cut it down, you make a nice music video.
I mean, you've got people like Kanye West, for an example. Like they are raw with it, and I think that's part of what attracts people as well. Is that I know that a lot of musicians have actually like put together like a music video from just the videographer or whoever follows them. And I think just to add on, what's important for artists out there. I mean, on the show that I work on radio, every Friday there are performances, that happen at the foyer, and every artist. And now I'm encouraging those who are outside Gauteng who haven't caught up to it, is that you always have, as you say, somebody that actually documents what what you are doing, and the importance of that being you creating the content. I remember I was speaking to someone around even releasing, and recording the music. My advice was, one song that you are doing, when you have a videographer or person, or your camera person, whatever you call them, is that now it's no longer about the full album, right? It's not. Yes, it's a gent who produces for Abo Tumim Kokstad, Nabo Mqolomba. We're talking about that. And like right now, I mean, people have moved away from shooting, from recording albums. Umdu exploits the recording of one song, from your writing phase. Somebody's shooting you, from putting the idea of the song together, from getting a bassist in, or a drama, a specific drama. All of that content, speaks to a release and the longevity of a single. There's one song that we funa for December. Right now, you should be putting out teasers. This is who I want to. Can you guess who I played with? Blah blah blah, and all of that stuff. All speaking to the importance of actually having somebody that actually documents your journey. So this is also going to be part of what is shared with people at the film festival. Those who want to do videos, or musicians rather.
Because it's two ways. It's exactly like you said. But there's also now, because there are those, you go there to look for a filmmaker. Literally, the film festival is there to network and look at people, look at their work, and say, Slyso, I think I can do better now. Basically, you've got a market there of people like that. Secondly, there's a series. It's a documentary called Biggie, I Got a Story to Tell.
Oh yeah,
it's exactly what I'm talking about. So this guy put the camera at the Biggie. Follow us. Follow us.
Yeah.
Whenever there's something, you press play, you press record. You never stop pressing record. And there's a whole movie there just by London. You understand? There's a revenue stream now. You can put this on other streaming platforms. This is what you're trying to explain to people. In Kulu, we need each other. Now, unless you do something called now silent movies. Some people do it intentionally, but if you don't do that all the time, you need music. You need music. Who's going to do it? The musician. He's going to give you the beat. He's going to do the sound. He's going to do the score. All those things you can see now. You can go to young musicians. But it's a win-win. I can make a video for you. You basically take a song or your song and I put it on my video. It's a win-win for everybody.
Wow.
Basically.
Yeah, it's gonna be a short one. Unfortunately, we had planned to speak to the Eastern Cape Development Corporation about this fund, very interesting investment fund. Okay, they call it the Eastern Cape Film Investment Fund. Basically, where you you get assistance, and that assistance comes from there's a certain criteria. If you are saying you are shooting a movie or a telenova or whatever, you 50% of it, or for an example, has to be shot in the Eastern Cape. So I was hoping to hear how that came about, and because it's a good idea, because you're also driving things like tourism, basically. So those are things that we were hoping to hear from Ms. Vuyokazi Gwabeni, who's senior manager. But as we said, as we were coming on, we were told that she's going to a dinner. And I think it will shorten our episode so that we can also now go have dinner. But anything specific
okay.
to...
Yeah, it's one, just to, obviously, like I'm saying, I can't speak to it because I don't work for ECDC, but the brief I know is Nceba by Kupileyo, and if the return on investment is ridiculous. Something like you put in 55 million rands and you unlock 350 million rands of people, basically. It's ridiculous. But I'm saying I can't speak to, I just know the factors in general, and it's something that people should basically try to follow up on, ECDC. Yeah, I'm not saying put that because I can't speak for them, but
No, for
I
sure.
know it's something as inside. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So, anything else, Nandaji? I think more than anything else, and like follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, because as things happen here now, we've got countdown, and over time, like in the next few days, we'll start saying facilitator. So that's why we start giving people topics about Eugene to speak about. Ban, like it's part of the promo year to the campaign year to building up to the film festival. That's why I want to say I think we got too much information. I want people to start following us, and then they can follow up and see what happens. Every day we post it on our pages, Facebook and Instagram.
And you also have Friends of the Festival. Do you want to speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, let me do that because it's actually a good thing. And anyway, I know this was today's one. I know. That's what I told you. This is today's post, basically. With 27 days to go. There are people who supported us to get where we are today. And to go back, when I started last week, Thursday, with Usbonge Nceba. Usbonge Nceba was marketing manager at True FM. And I did do Kingsburg Film Festival, Easter Film Festival. Then the next year, for me to do it, it was a lot of, I had to speak and then I had to go talk to a board, like Eastern Cape, Steve Biko Center, so that there's a lot of protocol. So it just kept delaying everything. Then I met Mr. Mr. Mkwikwi, then they told me straight, but guys, let us talk. Let's meet only the decision makers right now. Because now having to go to the board, go to the board, council, it was a lot. So Sbongi was the one who was part of those. So yeah, I like Film Festival because of her. Which is one thing that I did today. Secondly, there was Mazet, Uzandile Makina, Mazet on Facebook. When I did the first Kingsburg Easter Film Festival, I think it was on a Thursday. One article with the dispatch. Oh, she gave me a call. Okay, man. And the Film Festival, but unfortunately, a long weekend Easter. Unfortunately, I'm leaving today because I go home film called Killer for Easter, Ipasik. But what I promised to, when I come back, I'll reach out to you and I'll get you the answer. No, that's not possible.
Okay, why am I? Should I have you frozen there? Okay, I think it's probably some connectivity issue. But basically, excuse me, ladies and gents, that is it. Just looking at this opportunity, it's going to be in East London. It's accessible. You getting people that are coming from Tanzania and as far as the United Kingdom that volunteer to be here to make this festival a great one. and I think you want to be a part of that. As you know, Ndobana, it's not only about film. It's also speaking to you who wants to shoot music videos, you who wants to do ads, and also if you're a keen in the industry, there is so much to be done. There are sound guys, there are wardrobe and makeup, it's producers, directors, camera, all of these. If you are interested in a particular career, you want to be there and get that exposure. So make sure that you don't miss that. I don't know if you have any last ones, Lesh.
I think it's grand.
In fact, it's time for us to go for our own dinner. But thank you so much, my brother. We will touch base, and everything else I think we will discuss as we go forth. That's taking place between the 1st and the 6th, people. Go to info@ecfilmfestival.co.za if you want to sign up and want to be there physically. But if you can't, obviously, well, you will get a link closer to the time so that you are part of what's going on. But what's important about being there is that, like, you will see these people, you will interact with them, you'll be able to, if you have a proposal, that's what I always say to people. It's like if you're going to a place where you have a chance of meeting people that you want to work with, okay, cool. I'll carry my proposal, and hopefully in for Kumbule or whatever, you want to be there live. It's in East London, the East London Film Hub. That's the 1st until the 6th. Yet December, bro. My brother?
But the elevator pitch.
It's called an elevator
pitch. You meet someone in the lift, he says, 10th floor, please. And you go, you're like, I've been wanting to talk to this dude. I got two floors. By the time I figure out either, thank you, it was nice knowing you. Come, let's go together. That's what it is.
Right.
Taking a chance, I never know what happens.
All right. These are things you need to learn, especially you young people that want to get into film, because you find a lot of young people now, they're not keen on sitting on a desk and wearing ties and all of that. They want to be out there, but you can't do that. You can't do that without knowledge. And here's your opportunity at the Eastern Cape Film Festival, the 10th edition. We will talk again, obviously, closer to the time. But thank you so much for your time, my brother.
Thanks to you. Thanks to your people who taken 40 minutes of their time to listen to me.
All right, my bro. Thank you so much. All right, brother. Oh man, Mqolomba. I'm telling you about the film festival. I've already spoken to you about it. We were hoping to have that conversation. What else was there? Next week, we definitely will be speaking to our sister company, Campscapes. We will be talking to them about the Malutswenyane Braai festival that happens in Lesotho. You'll remember I took you with me through a camera to go there. So we'll be talking about this year's festival. Very beautiful. If you've got time on your side, I think it's between the 28th and the 20th. Around the 28th of November. Okay. So we'll be speaking to them next week. But for now, it's going to be a short one. And that is it from me up until it was supposed to be special. We're supposed to have ECDC, but unfortunately we didn't have them. So we'll see whether they come back or not. Anyway, thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful Monday. And a great week, my people. Let's be productive. We're heading towards the end of the year. So you want to do as much as possible in terms of making sure in Dobana Ispan. Thank you so much once again for watching.